guys. Can you... We've got an electric crowd. Here in Golden State.
Oh, that's what you meant?
Yeah.
It's Indiana facing the Golden State Warriors. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Allen. And it's Mahinmi at the center position. And that one goes in as he is fouled. 3 points if he converts at the line. That'll put Paul George on the line. It's on Andrew Bogut.
You know, and Paul George played the first few years of his career in the NBA with 24 on his bag. And as you can see, he now rolls with 13 after making the switch prior to last year. And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today. A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Green passes to Bogut. Good on the shot. And so it's Indiana with it. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Here's George, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Outside, George. That's tipped. Mahinmi kicks to Hill. Pass to Mahinmi. Indiana moving the ball around. And George, there we go. And it's sent back by Bogut. Inside. Off with the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through.
No.
Ellis outside. Here's Allen. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Deep. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And George, here we go. And a wide open look here for Ellis. And it's off from 3-point range. Green kicks to Curry. Count it. His second make of 4 attempts.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game.
Bitch, are you fucking serious?
In the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
It's tipped. It's stolen.
Why the hell everything I do is getting turned over?
All the way.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And he just leaves
So
Lee in
close.
the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. That's good.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Spates gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Miles, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Lawson in the corner. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Golden State.
One thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. He gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
Barbosa for 3, but they get it back. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. And it's Iguodala.
Oh, fuck.
Pacers trail by 3. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried
They
to
were
get
too
the
young that
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors.
Oh,
Justice Ezeli, he's checked in for Barnes. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa.
They're getting on the roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint
he
area.
hit.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Hill dishes to Turner. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no
That's that Ashley Black man, huh?
Bill
That's
Smith,
that
one
Ashley
heck of an
Black man.
entertaining game.
Celebration.
Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Now the dish to Hill. Stuckey for 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 late shots. To the inside. Clark, and the layup's good off the glass. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Pacers out in front. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver.
Yeah,
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody is
he
scoring.
got the nipple on his head. Is that a mole? Is that a mole? Is that a mole?
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams. Say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstar.
This is why he got traded.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pacers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they've protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
Ian Clark out there with Curry. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Rush, and it's Green in a power forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Over in the corner, Ellis. Fires from deep, and the shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Dishes to Ezeli, and it's Clark in the corner. And Ellis with the block. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Some changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Ian Clark. And the Pacers also making a change. Allen's checked in. Thompson in the corner. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Nice 4 for 7 for the 4 with that shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The drive by Ellis. Green with the block. They get it back. It's stolen by Green. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Ellis. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot when things are on the line. He is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters before the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games from him last season.
Knocked away. And George kicks to Ellis. Back to George. From downtown. And it's George again missing.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second half for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. They set the pick. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And that one goes in. He is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
The drive by Ellis. Here's Allen. His shot is good.
Damn.
Perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Oh, wow.
And Green gets it to go.
Oh, my
That's
God.
leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, it just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
That's good.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch.
Bitch, are you fucking serious?
Probably to coach against.
It's George on the wing. He's fouled by Thompson.
What?
Golden State takes possession.
That is just careless. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates
Bosky,
checked in for
Bosky.
Bogut. Barnes comes in for Green. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. O'Neal's checked in for the Pacers. C.J. Miles comes in for George.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hot.
Here's Ellis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Ellis has got 8.
Monte Ellis getting it done.
Oh, bitch, you threw it to the wrong one.
Count it, and the Warriors.
And then you jump hella late.
Just 3 in the basket from Hill.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Outside for Miles. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. The pass to Hill. It's Ellis on the wing. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Iguodala. Rush comes in for Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Allen. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. And it's Lawson in for Hill. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
On the clock, here's Lawson. They get it back. Warriors leading by 3. Feeds to Livingston. Here's Azili. Misses off the left eye.
I know you seen that shit. What the fuck just happened?
He broke the shot after we couldn't finish playing.
Demond.
You
Wow.
almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was
You need
just
to get your ass. You need to go sit down.
Yeah.
Butterfingers.
To the paint. Here's Hill. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And the slam dunk by Rush.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark,
I think you really too slow.
he's the guy they want with the ball.
Oh, come on, man.
I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Clark, the pass to Rush. And another basket for Golden State.
Oh,
Pacers trail by 5. Poke loose.
what?
The feed to Azili. Wants to get it to Spades and does. Pacers.
Oh, fuck this.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.
Kevin, I'm here with...
It's the 2K Sports halftime.
And do mine. We already know what's gonna happen. It happens every time.
Yeah,
So
shut up.
I don't even want to hear that
First
shit.
half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 17 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. There was a lot. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Come on, man. What the
Checking out the
fuck?
group with Frank Vogel to start the second half. LaVoy Allen out there, Paul George. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Hill. And it's Mahimi in at the 5 spot.
Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was
Nigga, timeout. Harrison Barnes was right under the net. That's what I was throwing it to.
out of high school,
Yeah, well,
admitted to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
The shot by George, wide open. And that one comes up a bit short.
Because I blocked it.
Just thinking about on that shot, that is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think it would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career, points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work, and you ask his competitors.
Bitch, are you serious?
They're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intelligence. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact
Oh, did you see his little play top, his little short arm?
His current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors and Steve's Warriors.
It was just nigga ugly.
First time out here.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off.
Gets always blocking too hard.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half in. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. George against Iguodala. Puts up a three. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Paul George.
A wide open three. They need much better communication.
Nigga!
It's stolen by Mahinmi. It's Hill on the wing, all alone. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. Warriors leading by 3. Kicks it to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 8 points for Klay Thompson. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Indiana didn't have a great record on the road last season. Only went Clark 15 and 26 on the year, and it crushed them down the stretch.
It really did, Kevin. I mean, the Pacers had a bumpy year with all of the injuries, particularly George being out for most of the year. His absence was most noted in those tough road games.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And it's Ellis penetrating outside for George. And the Pacers another 3.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up. Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Allen dishes to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Hill. No good. AT that time from Curry. Warriors leading by 4. And a wide open look for Iguodala. The wing jumper off target. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Stolen by Thompson. The drive by Green. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Outside Curry. Back to Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Bogut's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. And George, here we go. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. First checked in for Mahinmi. And it's Hill in for Paul George. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
He has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Ellis with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And here's Hill for 3. Green with the rebound.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that. For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he's shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
Passes it to Curry. He dishes it to Green. From deep 3-point range. The offensive rebound.
Damn, Bogart. Yo, short ass arm.
Because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in.
You might as well go sit your ass
States
down.
goes in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Indiana also making some changes. C.J. Myers, he's checked in for LaVoy Allen. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And it's Lawson in for Hill.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way towards getting him to that next level.
The Warriors have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Oh, this nigga. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, what a foul.
First one goes.
Oh, never mind.
And so Ezeli nails both of them. Pacers trail by 8. Lawson outside. Stuckey for 3. But they recover it. Turner passes to Stuckey. Here's Miles. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the final period of play just about to start. And so it's Indiana with it. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Murray space out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way their finals began.
Exactly.
Who was that?
The foul called on Festus Ezeli.
What?
That'll be his second foul of the game.
He looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that.
And this is where it's about to start losing.
So, clear, easy call.
Ian Clark's checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Pacers. Laney's checked in for Turner. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact.
Oh, I could have.
Spates kicks to Thompson from the arc. And the shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 7.
They've been splashing.
Shut give me on my back, nigga.
Market improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
And that one's good by Clark. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they? And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And here we go with Lawson, running it right up the court. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then. HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Thompson from long range.
Why y'all didn't call? Why y'all didn't call? We had our phones turned up so y'all could call so we could bring the stroller and get nothing. I'm so sorry. You got your exercise. You got your exercise for the day.
The PS4's on these 14 somewhere.
Oh,
that's okay.
I got another one. Let me get it.
The PS4 on these 14 somewhere.
It's okay.
Go get your ball.
Come on.
Go get your ball. Go get your ball.
Oh, at least she did lose the good one.
That was a good one too.
It was a little white and purple one. What happened? Oh, look, Nanny.
Oh, break it. Grandma broke it.
Look. It's okay.
That was a long walk, huh?
She almost killed us. To the post office? To the post office, all the way by the eye doctor. Here.
Oh.
Here. Yeah, the sheep will eat.
Okay.
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Oh, girl,
Okay,
please,
calm
stop
down.
it. Just clean up stuff.
How you wrist it?
But he told me that was going to happen. He did. He told me that the next day it's going to feel like I got an immunization. So, one of those shots you did in your arm. But she did pretty good once we got back. Did you get your Snapchat?
Huh?
Get your Snapchat?
No.
Oh, you got yours?
Why you don't want to make the eggs?
You make them soft and then all that.
You make them soft too.
Come on, finish the game. So I know I'm going to kick your ass real quick. This is intense. To your ball. Okay. Say juice, please. Say thank you. Here. Here, take your food. Good. She just don't care. She's so bad. Yeah.
Let Chichi sit. Ball.
Make your ball. A little red ball.
How much she got? What she got, scissors?
No. Come here, Pooh.
She got scissors?
No. This.
Oh.
This right here.
Okay.
Here, Pooh. What?
Because he was like, why y'all in my house? Said, you know your rights.
They all in my room, all in here walking in, telling me to stay down. I don't even know where y'all came from. These street police officers, don't nobody tell me why they here. This is me. Who are y'all? Well, I'm not these guys. Who are y'all looking for? Y'all just told me explanation to my home. I just got out my bed, sir.
Because they know they're wrong. They fucked up. They ain't got no warrant or nothing.
He can sue them.
Since you record me, sir, will you mind taking the right here in my room? No more.
Can't nobody say that.
This is not the home. This is my home. You got to this is my home. I don't have to show y'all nothing. Do you have to show me why you in my home?
And then he said his name, he really walked away.
Show me this. Why you got like a big story in Birmingham?
Look how fast he walked away when he said his name.
She watched me. She watched me. I'm gonna change it. Look at that. She watched me. She watched me. She watched she at your hands? No, I'm Mom, she got here.
steal off of steal. Come here, buddy. I'm about to get her real quick. So shake it, eat.
Oh, get the ball.
I'm about to get it.
Get in there. Baba.
Who's got a butterball? Show me, get him. Ugh.
I'm done, man.
Come on. No, I'm still playing. I gotta get her to eat her eggs real quick. She's my father. Oh, sorry. What's that little cartoon that she was watching? Sorry, no phone. Count all the time. Eat. Eggs. Eggs. Okay, can you push this when you come back on? It's shutting down. Let me take it out here because it looks cool.
Give it here. No, give it here. Give it here,
cutie. Oh no, it's not. She
She be looking at the pepper. I'm about to wash your underwear. Hey, you gonna pop her food. You gonna pop her food.
What he wants to do it? Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, they have no rush. Huh? You got no rush.
Have you heard of your brother? James?
What's up?
It's on. Oh.
What you want to learn today?